But at the end of the day, if we all go around this table and I ask you, if you had a son and your son had a choice, would you want him to date a woman with kids? Like both of these women loved him the same, treated him the same, the relationship was healthy, but the only difference is that one had a child and the other one didn't.
Did someone lace your weed, or did you forget we're back with another video? Okay, so single moms attack a man for dating a single mom. You know, first time for everything, right? Let's see what's going on.
I had a question. Have you ever dated a woman with children? And with a man having multiple businesses, how would you like date a woman who has children, or would you even ever do it? Like,
you dated a woman with children?
Isn't that one of the topics somewhere?
Dang, why she say it like that? Why she say it like in a shocking type of way? Like, that's like when you go out with your friends and be like, oh, I'm not drinking. You dated a woman with children before? Let me stop burping.
I saw that topic somewhere.
Oh, sorry, I don't know.
Right here.
Shocker.
Yes, indeed it was one of his topics, which
I've
is
seen
why
it somewhere. Like,
I'm very
shocker. That's
I'm
really
very
a shocker.
surprised.
Let me
that
answer her
he's-
question.
What was the question?
Just,
Have you
Would I
ever
date- would I date
I know
women
it was
with- or have I
personal.
ever
We don't
dated
really like
women
to
with
get into
children?
Have you?
personal, but
No,
have you ever
Yeah.
But
dated
hold on, let him
someone
talk. Let
with
him talk.
children, and how would you? So it is a two-part question. If you dated somebody with children, how would you manage that with your multiple businesses?
Okay. All right. So how would I manage me dating a woman?
So first, how have you ever dated somebody with children?
Yeah, I date a woman right now, and we have I have children. We met, and I had one child, and she had two children.
You date a
Oh,
woman right now.
Right now.
oh,
Yeah.
I got
two.
10.
That was an amazing
fulfilled your-
response.
How many
I got 10 kids.
You
Wait,
mean
what?
3 because her
Ask him.
kids became yours.
About 10 kids, yeah.
Wait, say
Okay,
that.
so how do you manage
Say it
it
in
with
my ear.
your multiple businesses? And this is just for
All right.
other people who might be watching who have
So
multiple
I'll
businesses.
give the ladies some games for the single moms.
And I think this is a really, I don't even know what he's about to say, but I'm happy that somebody's shedding light on this topic, like dating a single mom, because there's so much content out here that makes it seem like it's impossible for a single mom to date anybody or date anybody that's valuable per se. You know what I mean? Like, I hate that that's even a thing that's going on. And there's limits. I get it. Like, if I was a man, I wouldn't be so attracted to a woman with 4 baby daddies, 3 baby daddies. Like, that would blow me, unless I'm older. You know what I mean? Like, when people are like in their 60s, 50s, the kids are grown at that point. You feel me? But it's like, I don't know. But, you know, somebody with like 1 kid, 2 kids, and by the same dude, it's like people are like, you can never have a good man ever again. That be throwing me. Like, what you mean?
I've done it before. I'll do it again. You can't compare me in this situation because, one, I have children. So if you're a single mom out there and you're looking for a man without any kids, then generally speaking, you're going to be recreational use only. He's not really going to take you seriously, right? Generally speaking. Now, are there some guys that would still date a single mom and they have no kids? Yeah, it's some guys out there, but it's very far few in between. And now if you're speaking about how to...
There's always those 1%ers, y'all. Always those 1%ers. Never think, oh, it's impossible. There's that 1%. And I know it might take you a minute to find that 1%, but it's doable, okay?
If I manage my own life, it's very simple. Remember we was having this question about obligations and duties? My woman knows her duty, and I know my duty. And I know what I'm obligated to, and she knows what she's obligated to. And she adheres to her duty. If I say jump, she says how high, right? If I say I'm coming home at this time, cook me some food, I actually don't have to ask the question, the food would be cooked. So when it comes to things, if you're speaking about my own personal...
I mean, that's some real, that's real though. It's true. If you're in a relationship, you already know which duties you have to fulfill. Like, I shouldn't have to be asking you, or vice versa. The other person shouldn't have to be asking me to do it. Like, that's like, I asked my man, did you go to work today? Well, I shouldn't even have to ask you that. You should have already had clocked in. You feel me?
life. Listen, my chick knows she just do what I tell her to do. You get what I'm saying? So I'm an exception to the rule. I don't have to negotiate with my woman to try to get her. My woman doesn't nag me. She doesn't do anything. And Ease would tell you, right? He knows my situation, my life. So you vouch for me. Like,
I mean,
no,
yeah.
this nigga.
I be at the crib.
This nigga, you know what I mean? He lives a good life and he can manage. And not only this, the game that we're going to play, my woman actually made this game. Right? So this is the game.
Okay, what's the
And
game?
she made this game for y'all.
A real
What game we
game.
about to get into?
Okay, wait. I thought he meant like, you know, when you date, it kind of can be like a game a little bit, like somebody playing games, somebody being the player to the game. You know, I thought that's what he meant, like the game. This nigga put out a fucking clipboard.
Not my idea. It was actually
Poster
her
board.
idea.
She
I was
put
like,
it
oh, you
together
got
and
an idea.
everything?
She watched
she
the podcast
made the whole
and all
thing.
That's so nice.
So
that's sweet.
Balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Supportive. Very
Well,
supportive.
well, no, it's you can say
The
you
support.
can say if two people are doing their distinct duties, then it creates balance. Yeah, I would say that.
Right.
But there are duties like I've never folded clothes or did any laundry. I don't wash dishes. I don't do any of that. I got 2 dishwashers. I got 2 ovens. Big old crib. She gets the things done, right? So that's that. But does that answer your question? Or yeah, that was your question, right? Anything else I need to add in there?
How you
How I
Balance,
manage.
how you
I was
balance
telling you how I
businesses.
manage
Yeah,
it.
how you
Yeah,
balance the
that's,
business
with
with your family.
businesses and
yeah. I mean that's
family. Yeah.
that's how I manage it. Yeah, I'm a
That's what's up. Congratulations. Okay, mommy.
The last time I was here, you made a fuss and made it seem as if a man had no business dating a woman with kids.
I don't know if I like the show now.
I almost hate
Yeah.
That's what I said. I can't stand them. For real.
Wait.
They're mad and
they're not saying that to
They're
you-
mad
to me,
and
they
hard.
ain't saying that to y'all.
You actually have a heart. You actually a man that cares and that's willing and able to provide love to a woman and her kids. You consider her kids your kids. I think that I look at you in such a different light, but I don't think it was a question. It was more of a thought.
statement. Okay. fair enough.
And yeah, like I really envision you different after that
Okay.
comment. I love that. I really
I
do.
don't think it's different in a good way.
I think people. I'm probably gonna be more vocalized about this because I think it's really messed up. Like I said, I like to put myself in another person's shoes, and it's just like if I have a whole kid, and then people are on the internet talking about you should never date a lady with a kid, you should never date a woman with a kid. Like that's not your problem, that's not your burden. Da 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 da. And it's just like one, let people do whatever the fuck they want. That's one, and two, it's like. They act like it's so taboo. I feel like if there's a list of things you need to be worried about when it comes to dating, that's not number 1 to me. Like, keep it a band. Like, that is not number 1. Oh, they can't have it. Like, I feel like it's like, do they believe in God? And obviously, like, if they have a kid, it probably might be out of wedlock or whatever. But it's like, do they believe in God, though? I feel like it's more important. Are they family-oriented? Like, do they love themselves? How good of a partner? You know, there's so many things on the list. Like, bro, like this children shit.
Way.
And indeed, in a very, very good way.
On that note,
You need to look at me as a villain.
yeah, that's
Oh, yeah, no, it's over.
He cannot
It's
be kind.
over. You're a sweetheart. He said 3 kids when he only got 1. I love that. I said, look at you. You've grown since
He
then.
said 3.
I guess
That
it
means
was the braids. It was the braids, God. It was the
You know, that's a good point, too. Is that an immaturity standpoint for thinking that way? I know my man's Kevin Samuels is big on that. Like, if you got, like, a kid, like, you cannot have a man of value. But are you immature to say that? Is that an immaturity thing? Like, can a real mature person... Honestly, to me, actually, scratch all of that. I think it's all about preference. I can even say it's preference. Because the only people who prefer to have somebody who has kids is somebody who already has kids already. You feel me? Like a man might want a woman who has kids because he already has kids. So that's the only time I can see being a preference. But I really feel like, bottom line, you really like somebody, like you really feeling somebody, and they got 1 kid, you can overlook it. And you will love that person and the child. Because that's how much... Yeah, let's really keep it banned. Like, have you ever had a crush before? Like, let's be so for real. You know damn well when you have a crush on somebody, you might have, like, a list of standards and, like, oh, they didn't fulfill one thing on my checklist, but, you know, it's okay. Like, we can work on that. You feel me? Yeah, y'all know. Everybody get like that when you like somebody. Let's be so for real. And the same thing can apply for a child.
braids.
No,
You got the
the last
braids
time you
out.
were
The
here?
brain can think
No,
When was the last time
properly.
she was here?
She was here 2 months ago. No, I have 3 kids of my own, is what I'm saying. Like I have 3
Yeah.
children. I got baby mamas. I think I got 4.
You said
that
2.
one chick, I don't know.
You say you got 2 baby moms.
That because that Facebook account they be posting.
Yeah, that's right.
all them other
Mamas,
chicks.
right?
Chicks, yeah.
All
Wasn't
my
it 2
other
baby
baby
moms? 3 baby mamas?
I don't know. We don't know now. I'm just messing.
I mean, nowadays you could do DNA tests, so you should be able
No,
to
but
find
didn't
out.
you say your girl has kids too?
2 kids and he got 1
That's
daughter.
what I
You
said.
that.
She has 2 kids and you have 1.
And then
Yeah.
he said 3.
So they
I
all
have 3
3.
kids.
That's what I just said. He said he has 3 of his own. Like
No,
what
you
I'm
know I
saying.
got 3 of my own because I got kids with another woman.
That's what I. You know what?
That's what
I'm
I was
done.
saying.
So he has
I'm done.
4 individual kids on his own.
No. Well, what?
Can you like,
Wait, I'm kind of thrown off too. I'm kind of thrown off.
your girl's
From
kids.
my
How many
nutsack,
kids?
I have
Yes.
3 kids.
Okay, and from
Uh-huh.
her.
Oh,
How
I
many?
thought he was
2, so it's
considering her
5.
2
No.
kids.
From
Also,
From my
yours.
nutsack.
No.
All together,
It's
collectively
5.
5.
You have
Okay, so
5.
then I
Also,
still
okay.
go under that light. You
Yeah,
consider
yeah.
her kids your
But he
kids.
didn't say
5.
that originally.
No.
Yeah, when he said 3, I thought he meant her 2 plus his.
Yeah,
No,
that's what I was thinking
Well, no,
too.
let's be honest.
But now
ladies.
it's 5. Okay, it's a
Well,
breed.
here's
it's a
I'm gonna give you the
That's
cold hard
nice.
truth.
It's still a
So
beautiful
here's the
thing.
cold hard truth.
So who wanted to divorce, you or her?
No,
What's so
no.
cold
No, it's
Okay.
together.
No, look. So listen,
Straight
ladies,
to
We're
the
in a
point.
relationship.
ladies, listen. Here's the cold hard truth, right? You're a single mom. Those kids is not his kids. Those are another man's kids. If we're being honest, those is another man's kids. He's taking care of another man's kids. So
I just wanted to pause so that could really resonate in everybody's head right now. Like, that is so true. That is true. If I have a kid and I meet somebody else, that's not technically, like, biologically, that is not his kid. It's not. But what about, like, adoption and stuff? Like, what does that mean? You know what I mean?
from my nutsack, 3 kids.
Okay.
So when a man is speaking like this, I mean, that's just the truth. He doesn't look at your kids as his kids. We don't look at it like that, right?
He backing a shit, guys.
No, because I gotta
I'm
keep it no
telling you, that's what I'm
fugazi,
saying.
right? But the
asshole.
distinction is a man without any kids. When you were here, we were
Cold.
speaking about your friend. She has a kid and she's dating a man that has a kid also. I didn't say anything about that dynamic. But if it's about a man that doesn't have any kids, that's dating a woman with kids, most men wouldn't accept that. But not only that, with your friend, that conversation that we had, she expected so much from the man, and she came into the relationship with kids. Like, if
You
I
call the
ever met-
baggage.
well, it will be baggage, because if I ever met a woman and I was like courting her and she was like, well, yeah, you got to send me money to my Cash App before you meet me, I'll be like, block. Right? So she had all of these expectations from the
Whoa.
man before he even.
What the fuck kind of expectation is that? No, because I'm thinking expectations like standards, like mannerisms. Like, do you work a certain type of job? Are you about your friend? Like, beliefs, things like that kind of expectation. Like, do you hold the door? Send bread before I even meet you? That's how people get catfish. And you dumb if you ever do that. I'm be completely honest. Like, you dumb if you ever do that. You never met the person, you already sending bread. That's not smart.
Met her, and she comes into the relationship with kids, that's like, I gotta pay for you before I even see you.
No, but that's
I gotta
different.
real quick, I gotta pay for you when I see you, and then I gotta pay for your bad little kids too. This is too much. So that was that dynamic. Let's not
That's
confuse
bad.
things. I wasn't just
That's
talking
bad.
about single mothers.
No, but that's bad though. You
Yeah,
shouldn't
she
be.
was-
You
she
shouldn't be
had-
having those expectations.
Yeah, she had
like,
all of these
off rip.
stipulations for her to date a man.
No.
Like, she would not date a man that didn't, send her money. So I
No,
was
no.
just like, that's crazy.
that I don't agree with that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's
What
what that
kinda-
clip was about. and
how
we
you
can
even
actually play that
dating?
clip. That's what it.
No, I don't agree with that.
I looked at that clip.
And see, off the brim, a relationship like that is built on material. Because something materialistic is required for her to even continue to date a person. And I feel like people, we physical, but like, we not material. Like, we got souls, we got a heart, we got feelings, we got emotions. Like, they don't have that. So it's just like trying to make the foundation of a human relationship on something that's materialistic. Like, that's artificial. That's AI.
I message him like, you do anything else besides get on the
But now, since you understand the context,
No, he get out of
of it-
everybody. No, he
But
get
now,
out of
since you understand the context of it, I wasn't just like saying things just to say it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
The part that really did kind of rub me off was but I guess I missed the part where if I don't have any kids, why would I choose to take up on a woman that does when there's 30,000 others that don't? So I guess under that context, it's fair.
But it's like, this is trying to say, like, when you meet somebody, that whole comparison thing is dumb. Because at the end of the day, you can meet somebody and they're not like the next person or these 30,000 people that you just listed. You know what I mean? You meet somebody and you mess with somebody for their entirety. Not because of this one trait. Like, why you think I'm gonna mess with a dude just because he doesn't have a child? That's not enough. Like, you like somebody, you feeling somebody because of their entirety, not because of one thing they offer.
I mean, I personally would rather men with no kids, despite me having 3 kids. So,
Yeah, so that's crazy.
See? What?
See, that's what we're speaking about.
If
Like,
I ever get into a
I
relationship,
don't think any other baby mom is like me. Therefore, I don't want to have to deal
So, let me see.
with.
listen, we got good into a whole
not the
nother look.
kids.
You
It's
gotta
not the
hate me.
kids.
You gotta hate me
So-
even more.
Okay, so my follow-up question is, how many baby daddies? Because that really be it for me. It'd be like, you dealing with 3 kids with one baby daddy? Okay, you dealing with 3 kids with 3 different baby daddies? Nah. And you don't want, not, you see, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, this is, you gotta meet people where you're at. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, maybe she'll find her 1%er one day, but it's just like, a lot of times you gotta meet people where you're at. And that's not where you're at. You have 3 children. How can you ask for somebody who has no kids? You can prefer that. You can prefer that for sure. But I don't even see what's the problem, like, even dealing with somebody with just one, like, kid. You know what I mean? Like I said, you date for somebody for their entirety. Like, let's say you meet somebody, they check all the boxes, right? They check all the boxes that you have, all your standards, all you require, and then you find out they have a kid. You're going to dub them because of that? And you have 3? I have no kids, and I still wouldn't even dub somebody because of that. You know what I mean?
Not the kids. I don't mind nurturing 5 other kids. It's the baggage that it comes with the mom. Oh, she's doing this to my kids, or you still want to talk to my man. Man, keep it
What
about
the
Tony,
baggage
David,
on
and
the guy
Anthony.
that doesn't
Don't.
have kids? You think about the guy's perspective.
I don't bring any burdens, which is why I would. I just said that. If every other baby mother was like me, then I would not mind. But unfortunately, that's not the case. My conversations, if the baby father wants to be around, if you want to be around, you're hearing about such and such. Nothing outside of that. That's even if you're hearing from me about them. Call your father. Go and speak to your father. That's it. There's really not much for us to speak about unless we are setting up a birthday party together. And at this point, it's like, you have your own birthday, I have my own birthday. I just feel like there's nothing else for us to speak about, especially if you moved on with a woman.
I get that. And that's,
You know what? I'd like to have some insight on it, because that's another thing. I feel like people are grouping all baby mamas, even baby fathers, all in the same box. And it's just like, yes, the commonality is they all have children. That's what makes them the baby father, baby mama. But they're not all the same person. Somebody could be a real chill baby moms. Or some people be in situations there's really no feelings for their baby mama or their baby father. No feelings of either hatred, love, none of that. Like, it's really neutral. We have a kid together and that's it. So I think that's another thing, yeah, that's important to shed light on, because you don't want to do. Yeah, there's some very toxic, or there's some people who still madly in love with their baby mama, baby father, but they act like they hate each other and be talking shit about each other all the time. Like, yeah, there's those people, but I don't want to. You see, this is awareness. This is awareness. Not all baby moms, not all baby fathers are the same, and we don't have to group them together. We don't group people here.
Our conversation should be extremely
and I can relate
limited.
to that. I can relate to it because, my woman, like the one son, he's like about to be off in college and he stays with his dad. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, it's really like
it's
a one
like
in
a
one.
woman, yeah.
So what I'm saying is, like, I can relate to the dynamic where the woman has her life together, the single mom has her life together so good where the man isn't really dealing with the pressures of the other dad and things like that. That makes sense. The part that we're speaking about, though, is the man, he still is obligated to provide for you. There's also an unspoken obligation if in case you expect that man to provide for your kids as well. But vice versa, when we're speaking about a single father dating a single mother, the man isn't expecting the single mother to pay for anything and to pay for the children. So it's just totally unequal. So like for a woman with multiple children to say that I would prefer men with no kids, that's when we say like, yeah, that's kind of crazy. Most men won't accept it. Now you probably would find, Maria, you'll find a guy.
That's the reason why I have one kid on me.
Yeah, 1%.
Because if I find my man with no,
if he has no,
that's why
he wants you to give him one.
I would prefer a man without kids, but I will accept a man. I have one more kid in me. For that man with no kid. Now, if you come with kids, then I just hope there's a dynamic where whoever this woman is can have respect for who now I am. And I think that's just my issue that I've
Okay, she recovering. You see, when you say a blanket statement and you don't provide no context, you look crazy. Now her like breaking it down like this, she recovering herself, because now it kind of sounds like she gives it a chance. At first it kind of sounded like I'm dubbing you off the brim, but it sounds like she giving them a chance, trying to feel out how the baby mama's like, and then make a decision. Yeah, like just dubbing people off the brim. It's like you don't know somebody's situation. You don't. So discover the situation for yourself and then make a decision instead of judging and like breaking stuff off the brim.
That I just feel right.
So I think that's the man to put that in place, because like when I was married for 17 years.
But it's hard when there's a kid involved.
Yeah, but
now as a woman, we have to also be very honest and direct on this part and take accountability. We use these little motherfuckers to get to that. If we're still interested for whatever reason, or we have any type of pain, or he moved, like
that is true.
It's so I just don't, because I'm a woman myself. I don't want to have to deal with that type of.
I never had to deal with that because,
bro, this is like so much insight. This is like the baby mom insight clip of the world. Like I'm never gonna hold you. This is my insight. Like nobody talks about nothing like that. I never thought about that too, because people off rip be like, oh, he got baby mama. She got a baby father. It's done. But now I see why people get like that, because of what she just said. It's like if they still got feelings, like, yeah, you can use that kid to try to get this person back in your life. Oh, can you help pick him up from school and drop him off at my place? Like this, like an endless list of excuses you can make to go see your baby father again or see your baby mama again. That's rough, but you gotta find somebody who got no feelings for them and puts their foot down. Some people don't put their foot down, and that off rip, like that can get the other person irritated, because she's like, why you not putting your foot down with your baby moms or your baby father? You gotta find somebody who's gonna put their foot down, who's gonna be a man about it, who's gonna be strong about it. You feel me?
My husband at that time never permitted me to even talk to her. Like that never happened. Like he would set boundaries. Where
you see, I just said it.
For a long time.
Talk about with the baby mama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
well,
we all respected that dynamic. Like
that's
she
a
never
good dynamic.
disrespected me. I never spoke to her. I never and it was him that did that.
But out of a lot, there's like you could pick out those.
Yeah.
But trust me, as a woman, especially when a man is invested in his kid's life, we will use that kid to get. So I just know that what we are capable of, and I would rather not deal with that. But if a man is the man that I want and he comes with kids, I come with kids myself. Now we are a bigger family. I just need that.
Okay.
You need him to give you reassurance.
Okay.
It's
she
just
redeemed herself.
But I'm open-minded too.
With understanding that is from the man and not the woman. I show this picture because
that's the mother of your
this
man's kid.
Oh, okay.
is my best friend, and when we're around each other, they think like, oh, that's your sister. No, this is my child's father. He has 2 children by her, and we are.
Y'all get along.
So
are you
very
guys?
well.
Are you still together with that man?
He was with. I just left him a year ago, but she was with him in high school, and they have 2 children. And then I came along 8 years ago.
Okay, I see what
We've
you're
been
saying.
together 8 years. But we knew coming in, she didn't want nothing to do with him. So that's what I'm saying. For women,
Then that's
I wanted them. It was we had that set and clear. Like
The boundaries.
those are the
And so it was
men
just about
with kids that I
and
would
then
deal
he
with.
didn't-
Exactly.
yeah.
Those are the
He was
men's
like-
with kids that I would deal
But
with.
usually those
But-
men are mature and they will set the boundaries.
Yeah, so
they,
Yeah,
they
it's-
should.
it's-
They
but
should.
when you
Well,
just
Yeah, a man, that comes with maturity too, because I feel like life kind of teaches us we need to start setting boundaries with people, not even just in this baby mama, baby father dynamic in general. as time goes on, you start realizing, okay, I need to set boundaries. That what happens when, you know, you discover yourself a lot more and realize what you want to deal with or not. And then you have to start speaking on that. You got to start standing on that. Like, look, with this, I'm going to let this can slide and this is not going to slide. It's going to be simple as that. That's a maturity thing.
Chose to leave such and such for whatever she did, and she chose not to leave you, but she just got left, and there's nothing. I would rather not.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. And here's the thing, though. Like, we got to keep it funky, too, because if we're being honest, I would never put forth a prescription, like tell people how things should be or how they should move, that they should date a single mother if they have kids, right? Or if they don't have kids. And even if you have kids, I would still say try to avoid it. But at the end of the day, if we all go around this table and I ask you, if you had a son and your son had a choice, would you want him to date a woman with kids? Like both of these women loved him the same, treated him the same, the relationship was healthy, but the only difference is that one had a child and the other one didn't.
Oh my gosh.
Which woman would you want? No children. So when we having this conversation and we're speaking about single mothers, listen, right?
I see that.
That's just what it's gonna be, right? And even with my daughter, if my daughter had a choice to date a man, because the thing is, mixed families aren't optimal. Mixed families, it works as an exception. Like only exceptional mixed families tend to work out. Generally speaking, they don't really work, and it's not conducive for the children, and it's really not conducive for the home, generally speaking. We see this with the stats and all of this stuff, too. So I say all of that to say that if we're going to give a prescription for society and for our children when they're growing up, we should still tell our children to avoid single mothers. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Understandable.
Cool. All right.
That's reasonable.
Any other questions, ladies, on this topic? No?
I think that's my reasonable, and that's a very direct question to really give people true attentions about that topic. Like, if you had a kid, or you had a son, would you want him to date the one with the kid or without one? And y'all already know what the answer's gonna be anyway. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and catch y'all next time.